In a world where magic meets innovation, where sky coaches race above cityscapes and adventure calls from every corner, there's a name that echoes with potential. This is Eberron. A place where the bold push the boundaries of what's possible, where lightning rails connect to distant lands, and artifice meets magic to forge the future. Whether you're soaring over the towers of Sharn, or delving deep into the secrets of the Mornland, one truth stands clear. Eberron isn't just a world, it's an experience. Here at the Prologue Productions Podcast, we dive into the stories, the struggles, and the adventures that define this land of endless possibilities. Because in Eberron, it's not just about where you've been, it's about where you're going. So buckle up, the journey starts here. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Prologues Productions Podcast.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, brother.
Yeehaw, brother.
We have a special guest, a very special guest this fine afternoon.
Put your hands together for Santa Claus.
Howdy doody, I'm Santa Claus.
That's not Santa.
Yeah, this is our buddy Kotah.
It's actually January.
It's Jakobi. It's
No.
Jacob and Jakobi.
It's Kotah.
It's Kotah.
Oh boy.
He's our friend. Here we go. He's our friend. He is pretty cool, I guess. He's in our D&D campaign, and he's here to make a character using our proprietary method.
Yeah, our patent pending process, as we say. Mm-hmm. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You're opening up a can of worms that I do not wish open, sir. This man is eating French fries.
Up a basket of fries
mid-recording.
That's not true. Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah, it's
in and
absolutely
out
true.
ASMR.
It's the beginning of the recording.
It's the beginning of the end.
All right, so as we previously stated for our final installment of the Eberron series, we're going to be doing a Kalashtar.
Yes, Kalashtar, and we had rolled before recording here, so we can dive right into it. Going to be a Kalashtar Bloodhunter.
Yeah. 1906, baby.
Rolling high,
Absolutely.
rolling heavy,
Rolling
rolling
hot. Hot and heavy.
So now that we already have the race and the class locked down, which is the biggest thing.
Well, first off, let's get a rough recap of what we have so far.
That's true. That's a good idea.
Absolutely. So, character-wise, what do we have here?
Well, starting off, we have Onka,
Onka Gashnak.
our orc druid of the spores, a pitiable creature that was struck by the morning itself and now resides within the refugee camp in Tavik's Landing of Sharn.
Yes. Accompanied by Practice, a.k.a. Mal, a.k.a. Needle. Yes. Who is a Warforge alchemist who is a survivor of the last war and the morning, who, after some betrayal within his unit, has a vendetta against biological veterans of the last war and is seeking revenge, while also researching Onka's mysterious immunity to the morning.
Which turns out is also the origination of her druidic powers.
Yes.
Her mushroom spore goodness.
So I'm interested to see how a Kalashtar Bloodhunter is going to fit into all of this. Yes.
So, and then we're also doing sort of criminal-esque, not necessarily making good guys, not necessarily making neutral guys, but people who are willing to do bad stuff. For what reasons, we have yet to determine.
Fun.
Yes.
So, I think we'll just jump right into it. By the way, Kotah, you want to tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, and your experiences
what's your
with Dungeons
cup
and
size?
Dragons, and what's your cup size?
A cup, maybe? Yeah, I'm a prior vet, as Jake is as well. We were both in the Marines. The Warforged is triggering for me as well. And yeah, I love D&D. I also love Eberron's setting. Jake actually ran a campaign for me a while back, and I was a rogue, sticky fingers, and just stole literally everything, got my party into a lot of trouble, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to roll up on this Eberron setting again.
Was that your first experience playing D&D? Was in that one?
No, we played Lost Minds first, and then that was the second one.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. That's when we were like a few sessions into Lost Mine, and then the group started to break down, as groups do sometimes.
Yeah.
And I hit up him and one of our old friends, and I was like, we're doing a new campaign. We're doing it in 3 days. Come to my house with character sheets. Like, we're doing a criminal campaign. Let's run it.
Yeah, we were like, perfect.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Yeah. I had this spontaneous idea that I needed to act on. And it was a lot of fun. I love Eberron. We've already discussed this.
Yeah.
Let's get back into it.
Let's go!
Yes. So our class that we're going to be using is the Bloodhunter.
Tell us a little bit about the Bloodhunter, Mr. Elliot.
Yeah. Far from the judging eyes of society, Bloodhunters have mastered the secretive techniques of hemocraft, finding blood, magics, esoteric nature effective against evils that resist divine rebuke or arcane binding.
That was very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I've been here for 3 weeks.
I haven't left.
I've been sleeping here for 3 weeks.
held prisoner.
Yeah,
Somebody send help.
yeah. Those fries look real tasty.
That's enough, Mr. Elliot. Back in your closet.
I'm sorry.
All right. So there's a few things. Bloodhunters are a Matt Mercer class. They're like his class that he made. They're very interesting. They're a mix of a lot of different stuff. They have some utility. They have combat stuff. They have spells. They're based off of a little thing called hemocraft. They use their blood as their spell casting sort of medium. And it's a little interesting to work Bloodhunters into different settings that's not Exandria, because it's specifically for Exandria.
Yeah.
And so you sort of have to figure out like, what sort of Bloodhunter orders and why did they come to be in this setting? Everyone doesn't have that. So we're going to a little bit extra effort on our end, which
That's okay.
we love.
We love doing extra effort.
We're going to roll some motherfucking dice.
Yeah. So first roll of today is going to determine which order this Bloodhunter is going to be. Which we have, there's going to be, where did you go? It's going to be D4.
D4,
right,
Ghost Slayer, Lycan, Mutant, or Profane
That's
Soul.
a 2.
That's Order of the Lycan.
Wonderful.
Ancient culture lycanthropy is feared by nearly all peoples and cultures, passed through blood, and is seeding a host with the savage strength and hunger and violence of a wicked beast. Order Lycan is a proud group of bloodhunters who undergo the taming, celestial inflection, and lycanthropy by a senior member of the order. For those who do not already carry the curse before seeking this path. You laughing at me, man.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
You're
Mr.
laughing at me,
Elliot.
man. I'm real upset right now.
Order of the Lycan gets some very interesting things. There is a little blurb here about the burden of lycanthropy. Basically, it drives those who are afflicted with it, to become wicked, deranged, and even murderous, which is reflected in one of their little thingers here, where if you fall below half health, you have to start making saves to determine whether or not you're going to start wantonly attacking those around you, including maybe your friends.
Oh no.
Bam, bam, bam. I can think of a lot of ways that a Lycan would happen. First of all, shifters exist.
I think out of all of the orders, this is probably the easiest one to fit in.
Absolutely.
So this works out nicely.
For sure. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Do you have any concerns? Thanks for joining us.
No, I'm good, man. I actually played a Bloodhunter, so it wasn't the Order of the Lycanthrope. So, but yeah, I'm excited to learn about it.
Nice. All right. So again, they have hybrid transformation where they can turn into a Lycan, and you don't have to be just a wolf. You can be a were-panther, a were-bull, a were...
Badger?
Sure.
Dude, were-badger.
Badger.
I'm a were-badger.
Were-badger?
For sure.
He's already locked in on
He's locked in. We're doing were-badger.
All right, a Kalashtar were-badger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's sick.
Sounds good.
They have additional bonuses to their strength. That's checks and saving throws. They have +1 AC. They take resistance, or they have resistance to most normal mundane damage from non-magical attacks. They have predatory strikes, which means that their unarmed strikes they can treat as a weapon, and they can use their Crimson Right to add a elemental damage to their strikes, even their claws and also their weapons. Stalker's Prowess, extra movement speed, extra extra jump distance. They can, brand people, and there's a ton of really cool Bloodhunter stuff that just applies. You can like curse people with marks. You can use your blood and muddle their mind, or reduce their movement speed. Blah blah blah. There's a ton of stuff you can do at the cost of your own blood.
Yes.
Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Very much a melee combatant as an Order of the Lycan.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're getting up there. No spells for the Lycan guys.
No.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. We've already, again, landed on Kalashtar, so we're just going to skip right over that. Do you, Mr. Kotah, do you have any information about the Kalashtar, or would you like us to give you some?
No, I don't have any information on that race, actually, so yeah.
They are an interesting race here. Again, specific to Eberron. They're basically like humanoids that are inhabited by a spirit called a quarry. They're very wise and spiritual, and they have a lot of stuff based on like psychic connections, and like wisdom. They're a high wisdom sort of species, I guess is what they call them now. Let's see. There is. Here we go. First table. Kalashtar quirks.
Oh, sick.
Beautiful.
What are we looking at?
That's going to be a D10, sir.
D10. All right.
Yes,
here
sir.
we go.
Send it.
That's a 9.
9. You are driven by a warrior spirit and will fight for any noble cause.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting start to somebody who's...
Noble.
Who's a criminal?
It's a nobly criminal cause.
That could be, yeah. Well, sometimes illegal causes are noble in their right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
We could
absolutely.
go. Maybe I'm from like a middle Sharn, maybe not lower Sharn or something like that. Who knows?
Perchance.
Yeah.
Perchance.
A little noble blood running through my veins.
And
Could be good.
I mean, with this process, I think this process works so well for us because you don't have to use it exactly as words written, especially as things evolve. You kind of have to tweak it to make it sort of fit your narrative.
Kind of.
Because if we do like warrior spirit, we'll fight for any noble cause. Noble in their mind, or noble in maybe the warrior spirit is kind of driving them to do a certain thing.
Yeah. Cool. A little bit extra details about Kalashtar that helps really fill out how they, operate in the world. There are, again, the quarry, the spirits that guide them. There are good quarry and bad quarry. There's the dreaming dark and the path of light. Some of the Kalashtar go down the paths of the dreaming dark and oppose the plans of the path of light. So
That
perhaps noble in this context is a nobility in like get noble in the fact that you are furthering the plans of the dreaming dark.
Yeah.
It's noble to you.
Yeah.
So that could be fun.
Yeah. Good.
This also says, let's see here. Other Kalashtar grow up isolated, knowing nothing about either the Dalquor or the Dreaming Dark, so you could also be in between. And a lot of this stuff, depending on how they operate with the Dalquor, can cause internal conflicts and violent mood swings. Lots of light, dark, and the dichotomy and the battle between the two of them going on here.
Yeah, because you literally have two entities within one person.
Nice.
Or even, entities, you have one guiding you and others are constantly
Trying
to get up in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to talk about the Kalashtar traits?
Kalashtar traits? Absolutely.
Do you have those pulled up there, sir?
I do, sir. Yep, they're, your average humanoid race. Same walk speed. They probably live the same to... Because Kalashtar is, you're just they tend to be, right? They tend to be human, but they can technically be any race that's possessed by a quarry.
I suppose.
From the realm of dreams, but they themselves have kind of
Kalashtar are
created...
pure human.
Yeah. So they get dual mind, which gives them advantage on all wisdom saving throws. They have resistance to psychic damage. They also get limited telepathy, which is really great. But they cannot connect. When they dream, they do not go to Dalcor. Dalcor is the realm of dreams on Eberron, and that's whenever people dream, that's kind of where you go. When you dream, when you wake up, you come back. But their minor memories from other spirits while they sleep. As such, they're immune to spells and other effects that require them to dream or sleep. So they can be put to sleep.
They can be put to sleep, but they cannot be affected
By spells.
by the dream spell.
Yeah.
So they cannot.
But other spells on the magic can't put you to sleep. Okay.
They can be forced to sleep, but they cannot be forced to dream because their dreams come from their spirit.
Yeah.
And it gives them visions.
Very neat.
Vision.
Vision.
Everybody loves a good vision.
I do. Incredible.
Raise your hand if you like a good vision.
I do. Raise
We're
that
all
hand.
raising our hand.
Raise that hand, brother.
Thank you, Dakota. All right, moving on.
So we got our race. We got our class. Now we go for background.
Background.
Background's going to be D20.
D20.
Or
D20.
Or
do we wanna do
because we haven't yet done a house agent, and this is kind of integral to
fun.
Eberron.
Ooh, how about we have him choose between...
This is your character.
Yeah.
Would you like to just roll and see what kind of background you get, or would you rather roll for a house agent?
You could still roll between House Agent and Aberrant Dragon Mark.
Ooh, I do love the Dragon Mark.
An Aberrant
houses.
Dragon Mark would be
Sick.
a lot of fun. But
Okay.
if you want, you can roll.
Because this is your character.
What number is the Aberrant Dragon Mark?
17.
Well, will the dice...
And House Agent is 13.
Or
Okay.
just roll a d20, and we'll do the same thing. 10 or lower will be a regular
We can
mark.
see
11 or
what
higher
the
will be
dice want to
dragon mark.
do.
Sure.
Oh, that's out of the...
He
there we
missed,
go.
everybody. He missed, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an 8.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
So it's a regular dragon mark.
Okay.
So we got 13 choices for this dragon mark. So roll d20 and d6, and then we're going to divide it by 2.
Cool.
What is this? What is that?
It's an 18 and a 2, so 20 and 10.
It is difficult to do the House Agent Dragon Marks because usually the Dragon Marks manifest on very specific races from very specific bloodlines.
And the fact that this, well, okay, so
But that
Civis.
doesn't necessarily mean we can
Yeah.
not make it work. It would be Civis, House Civis, which specializes in calligrapher's tools, forgery kit. They are the mark of, ooh, baby, let me pull it up. This is a fun one, I think. I mean, they're all fun. Mark of scribing. So much fun.
So fun.
I
can
believe
write
this
real
goes
good.
to the gnomes of House Civis facilitate communication.
So hear me out.
A gnomish Kalashtar.
No. I mean, can possibly be a gnomish Kalashtar. Or the spirit in which is the spirit that is embodying him used to be a gnome. A gnomish warrior.
I don't think that's how the spirits from Dalcor work.
Just because it's not supposed to work that way, Jake, doesn't mean it can't work that way.
Yeah, but, it's pretty explicitly stated here.
They appear human, but, maybe this person was, possessed as a gnome. You can do that as a gnome's already had this mark.
Could be.
You're saying being possessed by an otherworldly creature would not have adverse effects on somebody and changing their dragon mark potentially?
I mean,
I think you're being real insensitive right now. I think this, the possibilities of this are endless.
why doesn't, how about
Kotah,
this?
what do you think?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a
Mom
little
and dad are fighting and you have to pick a side.
I know.
What do you want?
What do you think? What do you
I'm
feel?
a bit of a stickler for the rules.
I knew that.
So I do side with Jake on this.
So this will be like a gnomish.
Or Aberrant Dragon Mark.
Let's just go Aberrant Dragon Mark.
Okay.
I
'Cause
figured.
I wanted
All right.
a Dragon Mark, but yeah,
I
Aberrant
feel
Dragon
like
Mark's
also a
more fun.
Kalashtar with a Dragon Mark would have to be Aberrant. It'd have to be an Aberrant.
Yeah,
Dragon.
yeah. Because it shouldn't have shown up on me. Right?
Yeah, because it's tied to Bloodline.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a single Dragon Mark that is tied to Kalashtar because they have their own sort of bloodline, which is their connection with the Dal Quarry.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, fine.
lose, motherfucker.
Side with dad. Go ahead. That's fine.
Nah, your mom. You just labeled yourself.
I know. No side with dad. I know. That's fine. I'm the more mothering of the two of us.
That's true.
Yeah.
I am also dad.
I guess I'm a child.
All right.
I'm a child.
Let's go over Aberrant Dragon Mark here. Do you know about the Aberrant Dragon Marks, Kotah?
I mean, I do, but I haven't, like researched them recently. I just remember them from the campaign we played. I know that they have like negative effects and stuff. And yeah, like I'm pretty sure. What was the guy's name that was like literally testing us the whole time?
Mercury.
Mercury. He had an aberrant dragon mark, didn't he?
He actually had a regular dragon mark.
Oh.
He had a House Lyrandar dragon mark.
Okay.
There's a lot about Mercury that you didn't know
Dude,
about.
I still don't know about Mercury. And that guy like perplexes me to this day.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll fire up that campaign one day again.
Sick.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so regular dragon marks are tied to specific bloodlines and passed down through families, as bloodlines are. They're reliable and predictable, but aberrant dragon marks are unpredictable. They can be dangerous to both the bear and the people around them. They can kill with a touch or control minds with a glance. They often appear when people from different dragon mark families produce a child, or for absolutely no reason at all. So that's pretty cool. None of them are alike in their manifestation, in their look, any of that stuff. And there is actually a criminal element in Sharn and in Eberron as a whole called House Tarkanan, which is comprised entirely of those who have an aberrant dragon mark.
Yeah.
They are a criminal element, perfect for what we're going for here. We already tied in Dask, so fuck it, let's throw in House Tarkanan. Let's make it interesting.
Yeah.
They basically, House Tarkanan, they like sort of pattern themselves after a regular dragon marked house, and they hire themselves out for different contracts, assassinations, powerful, like, high power things that even high criminal elements normally wouldn't go for because they're so high risk, maybe. And since the morning, aberrant dragon marks have been appearing in greater numbers, so that just makes sense. Aberrant dragon mark flaws table. Woo! Let's do it.
What is he rolling?
He's rolling a D8.
D8.
Also, I don't see aberrant dragon marks on here in the character creation.
Oh, look harder. Two.
2. Your mark whispers to you. Its meaning can be unclear.
What?
What? Who the fuck said that?
Who's there? Okay, cool. That could be fun to roleplay.
So your mark whispers to you. Its meaning can be unclear. You tracking that, Jake?
Yeah,
Mr. Jakobi?
absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Also, there is some boons associated with having an aberrant dragon mark. You increase your con score by 1. You learn a cantrip of your choice from the sorcerer's spell list, and
get
a
some
first level
spells
spell
after
from
all.
the sorcerer's spell list.
Ooh.
As a bloodhunter, could be cool, could be fun.
yeah, because normally I wouldn't have. Well, yeah.
Con is your spellcasting ability for these spells, which actually works out for Lycan. It's very interesting. I don't think Con is a spellcasting ability modifier for anything else.
Yeah.
And then when you cast your first level spell through your mark, you can expend one of your hit dice and roll it. If you roll an even number, you gain a number of 10 hit points equal to the number rolled. If you roll an odd number, one random creature within 30 feet of you, not including you, takes force damage equal to the number rolled.
Nice.
That's nice.
Not bad.
I like that. I like that a lot.
If no other creatures are in range, you take damage.
Tragic.
Could be good. Could be good. Could be fun.
Very nice.
Nice. Very cool.
So preliminary thoughts. What are we feeling? What are we feeling about this Kalashtar Bloodhunter?
Jacob's got the...
Where's he
hands
from?
going.
Where's he from? What's he doing? So he's from House Tarkanan, is how we're thinking.
Or they're gonna try to recruit me, perhaps.
Or maybe
because I've
trying to
developed
recruit.
the dragon mark.
Perchance.
Yeah.
I'm thinking because also when did the dragon mark manifest? And as a Kalashtar, having a dragon mark, an aberrant dragon mark is probably a huge deal.
Highly
Yeah.
unusual.
Highly unusual.
Yeah.
Let's see. You are also driven by a warrior spirit and will fight for any noble cause. Perhaps the warrior spirit within you, your core noble warrior spirit, sees House Tarkanan as that noble cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it sees the dragon marked houses as like the oligarchy.
Ooh, what about even building off of that? Like, because the dragon mark kind of like, I have like the whispers that I'm not really sure what they mean. They're like kind of like guiding me, like hinting at going towards House Tarkanan.
Yeah, that's great. So the whispers basically from your aberrant dragon. Ooh, that's fun. Basically, your aberrant dragon mark and the quarry spirit within you are sort of melding together into some awful, like, quarry abomination.
Yeah.
It's corrupting the quarry within you.
Sick.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Turning it into an
I got
aberrant,
internal jihad going on over
quarry.
here.
So you have an aberrant spirit, or you have a spirit which is slowly turning into like this monstrosity within you.
Maybe even if that's the case, I would even be saying, like, if I was the DM, I'd be like, hey, maybe not sorcerer spells, maybe even warlock spells. Maybe give you access to some warlock spells. That seems a little more on the nose.
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe pulling from. So I'm trying to think of what's a warlock patron that's kind of like ties to this. The what's the one what's the Lovecraftian?
Path of the Great Old One.
Yeah, maybe maybe he gets like some Path of the Great Old One abilities, which already kind of deals with like the psychic nature of stuff.
That could
Maybe
be cool.
you can pull into that, or maybe like as you start to level up, maybe you can get some like eldritch invocations and stuff as you're kind of getting closer.
It does say here that once you reach level 10 with an aberrant dragon mark, that you as a DM can say, now your dragon mark is turning into a greater dragon mark, and it says you could grant your player an epic boon.
Ooh.
So then you could go real, like, really flavorful with this, and choose like an epic boon that gives you some like evil sort of twisted power, or twist it to warlock traits,
or
Or
come up with your own.
come up with your own.
Yeah,
Could be fun.
Could be fun. Could be good.
that is nice. That is nice. So the aberrant dragon mark is slowly corrupting the quarry.
I love this character already.
I wanna say the dice giveth, but to be honest, we've chosen everything thus far.
Well, I mean, besides Bloodhunter, I mean,
But he did roll up the
I did
class.
roll.
I will say
He
that.
did roll it up beforehand, and this is blood. We wanted Bloodhunter, and this is a new class that we haven't done yet. So
That's true.
Like we said, we want some
The dice
variety.
do giveth, because I mean, I literally said, I was like, I want to play Bloodhunter.
Oh,
and
wait a
got to roll
second.
it.
Order of the Lycan too. Aberrant dragon mark, lycanthropy, and a quarry spirit.
This person is
Crazy.
absolutely
Yeah.
crazy. I think this person is unhinged.
Yeah.
Probably
super.
super. And you would love to play an unhinged
Absolute-
character.
absolutely
I told you, I'm loving this
unhinged.
character already.
Yeah.
I'm a werebadger, and I have like an internal.
You
I got
don't-
a jihad going on. I'm a werebadger.
Nobody knows what
one knows
part
that.
of this character's psyche is going to be in control at any given point in time.
I've got multi-personality
Oh yeah,
disorder.
you could just flip between Lycan, quarry, and then right back to your aberrant dragon mark. And as you level up, it's twisting your powers into like some weird fucking manifestation.
Oh, it's sick.
Even might manifest too, like when you start doing like your transformation is more, it starts to get like more monstrous.
Ooh, that's
Or it gets
really
like more
cool.
sharp and jagged, kind of like how I'm feeling kind of like a mix between a Lycan and the like the Phyrexian kind of thing, where they start get really jagged and pointed, and maybe like your claws like extend beyond your finger, like behind your fingers a little bit.
Yeah.
And get really like
Or even like my fingers start to turn just into my claws. Like,
Yeah. Like your lycanthropy starts to manifest on your actual body even when you're not transformed. You start to look awful. Huge fangs.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Scary.
a demonic.
Scary.
That's sick as fudge.
God, this is so.
All right, we're rolling for age. It's going to be a D4 for you, brother.
Yes.
right.
How old is this?
I'm a child.
Kalashtar.
4. I'm old.
Oh, you're elderly.
Elderly.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe even has been part of the House Tarkanan for a minute.
Uh-huh. Maybe they're actually like high level in House
Higher up?
Arcanon. They're like a high level operative. And for some reason you've been put
I'm the assassin.
maybe okay, so the story as it stands thus far is Onka and Mal, aka Practice, aka Needle, are somewhere and there's a bomb there's a bomb planted by Dask that gets placed to take out both Onka and Mal for various reasons. One, Mal has a bounty. Maybe while you're there, maybe you're tracking down Mal's bounty while Dask is trying to explode him to take the bounty. But for some reason, and we're just spitballing here.
Yeah.
We're just spitballing.
Because we have to we have to figure out why someone working for House Tarkanan is going to be interested and involved in the issues of these other two party members.
House Tarkanan knows that Dask is trying to build that weapon that we spoke of.
And they're trying to get it for themselves.
And they're trying to hijack one of their high-level operatives, who they know is unhinged, to go and handle it. They all get away together, and then your character just latches on because Mal is a fucking serial killer.
Murderer, yeah.
And Onka is like a fucked up spore druid. And now we have like a unhinged
I'm equally
psychopath.
as damaged as they are.
And you guys are basically, you know what this is turning into right now? Oh my God, what is it? The opposite of, I can't remember.
We're Suicide
Opposite of
Squad.
what?
Like
pretty
the
much.
Marvel heroes?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, yeah.
We're turning into Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Saving the world not because you have to, but you're forced to.
Yep.
I like it.
I love it. It's so cool. Okay.
So high level operative was sent to steal the spell sync from this artificer who House Dosk is trying to get. So there's multiple parties at play, and then these two are Onka and Mal are integral to this. So they're like saying like go look after them and find an opportunity to get information or steal.
Yeah.
And then you get kind of maybe attached to them, or you feel like a sense of
Camaraderie somehow.
camaraderie with these two fucked up individuals, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Or maybe even because they have information that House Tarkanan would need.
Yeah.
Maybe instead it's like normally I'd try to kill you.
But I'm going to try to bleed you for information first.
And then, as many campaigns go, even when they start from a place of we're all going to be good together.
Really cagey.
Yeah. This is a really cagey group. This would be a
sure.
cagey group for a good chunk of the campaign.
This
I
is
think.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Elderly, Kalashtar, Order of the Lycan, Aberrant Dragonmark, good stuff. So let's roll right into personality traits. Do we want to do regrets and debts first, or do we want to do traits, flaws, bonds, and ideals?
Let's do regrets and debts first and see if the traits and bonds and stuff can build off that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let's
You know
do
what?
it.
You're the player.
Yeah. It's your world. We're just living in it.
That's right.
Actually, it's your world.
So
and
we're gonna
I'm living
roll.
in it,
So you're
but-
gonna roll a D10 for your regrets, sir.
Okay, D10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2.
You've placed your faith and fortune into the hands of a lover who betrayed you, and you don't know.
Yeah, we already did that
rolled that one. Roll
Okay,
again.
Roll again.
You want to keep it different.
3.
You murdered a rival. Your actions.
We already did that.
Do you want to roll again?
We did that one too.
Yeah.
A 10.
A 10.
Ooh.
Ooh, here we go.
Ooh. Oh, I thought I read 9.
It's a little too on the nose.
Yeah. This is good.
It's perfect though.
Yeah.
You volunteered for mystical experiments. You may be responsible for your class abilities, but you don't know if there will be side effects.
Why are you not reading it exactly as it's written?
And you volunteered for mystical experiments. These may be responsible for your class abilities. Sorcerer, spellcasting, barbarian, rage. But you don't know if there will be side effects.
Oh, I have a different version of it right here.
What's yours say?
Mine says you volunteered for mystical experiments. They may be responsible for your class abilities, but you might experience side effects. I'm just like, why? I was just confused. Like, why are you changing it so much? You're taking literary.
I'm taking literary. Yeah, I'm taking the literary wheel on this one.
There you go. That's great.
I don't like the way I said it.
That is so on the nose. We've already basically described that.
Yeah.
So you volunteered for mystical experiments. Okay, so now this lends itself to why you are a blood hunter. You volunteered for them. Maybe House Tarkanan is experimenting with lycanthropy.
Or, yes.
Great.
Or, I like it. Or maybe House Tarkanan is trying to find a way to bestow aberrant dragon marks.
Maybe,
Like
yeah.
trying to get them to manifest?
Yeah, maybe you
they're
were.
finding-
But now we need to figure. So that explains either the aberrant dragon mark or the lycanthropy.
Yes.
Probably not both.
What do you?
I would say the aberrant dragon mark would just kind of, because it can happen just randomly. So I would say that one we can just kind of flavor in like it just happened.
You chalk it up to just happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe it happened while they were twisting me in with the lycanthropy. So then like it twisted with my quarry and like the dragon mark just like it like latched on to like a vulnerable person
during the
So-
taming.
yeah.
During the taming process, or the ritual, whatever
Yeah.
it takes for taming to become Order of the Lycan, the aberrant dragon mark like kind of came in during that process.
Kind of like how like
and twisted
Deadpool, whenever
everything.
like they're like torturing him and stuff, like to get him to finally get his manifest his superpower, and then like his skin just gets eroded and like it's like that's
He
the
basically
dragon
gets
mark
cancer
coming.
across his whole body.
Yeah, yeah. But like that's the dragon mark coming out.
So basically, the taming happened before House Tarkanan, or House Tarkanan is responsible for the taming.
I'd like to say they're responsible because they're trying to experiment.
Well,
But they wouldn't have taken you in unless you already had an aberrant dragon mark.
hear me out. I feel like Dosk would kind of be in that, like
Maybe,
working
yeah,
on
like
orders for
Jakobi?
Lycan. Because they're the monster. Because they're the monstrous gang, right?
Yeah, that's true. They are the monster gang.
So maybe there's a part. Maybe there's like
Maybe there's a connection there.
a small group.
Well, then yeah, we could maybe retcon that to I developed the aberrant dragon mark, and then they took me in, and then I volunteered for the the
mystical experiment.
Or maybe since he's older, he started off working for Dosk, and then maybe during some situation that happened that maybe gave him
my dragon
the
mark.
aberrant dragon mark.
Then I started getting the whispers. The whispers told me go to Tarkanan.
Yeah.
Perchance.
Or Dosk kicked you out saying you're too much of a liability. You need to leave.
And that could also help with me not wanting to. I could maybe know that Dosk is trying to kill these other two players, so I'm like, oh, it's Dosk. Oh, I'm not gonna kill them. Like I want to save them because maybe they're actually more allies to me than Dosk.
Yeah.
All right, let's hold on to that. This also does say that there could be orphan Kalashtar raised among strangers. So maybe that happened with you. Maybe that happened with your dude here.
I'm an orphan.
Maybe you don't even know that you're a Kalashtar.
That could be interesting. Maybe,
yeah.
you just think you get like these weird voices in your head and you don't know what
Literal psychopathy.
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Psychopathy?
Psychopathy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How about we roll on debt? Because that might inform a little bit more about what we're going with here.
What we got here?
That's a D10 again.
D10
D10
again. A 7.
7.
Your family lost everything in the last war. 200 gold would give them a new stake in a new farm, inn, stagecoach, whatever you want for that.
Okay. So maybe like a family of Kalashtar living in Sire or something like that. The morning connecting all of these characters would make a lot of sense.
Well, how approximately how long ago was the morning? Because he's older. He's elderly.
It could be. Well, we could roll my tragedy
Or maybe
meter.
it says
maybe
your
it's-
family.
Yeah, it could be my direct family.
Maybe it's like
my
his wife and kids.
kids and shit.
Maybe. Or his grandkids.
Yeah, or his grandkids. Maybe your wife and kids are dead.
Yeah.
And now it's just your grandkids who are trying to survive in a little Kalashtar community that got destroyed in the morning.
Tragedy meter will tell.
And then you went to Sharn to make money and got caught up in some shit.
Yeah.
That's a classic tale.
Yeah, for sure.
Ailing family, the man goes to the nearest big city to make money and gets caught up in some shit.
Yep.
That's the tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time.
Lycanthropy and the quarry.
True as it can be.
All right. So that was regret and debt.
Regrets and debts.
Did you write that down?
Yes, I got to do it.
Great. Now we're going to be rolling on personality traits.
It's a D100.
That's a D hundo, baby.
D-Hundy, baby.
Rolling. 29?
29. Jacob, you want to read that?
I love a good insult, even one directed at me.
Sure. That could be integrated into your character easy.
Yeah.
Everything comes out of your mouth is like a insult, but that hurts. And then when you get them back, you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Love that shit. Yeah. I like you.
You're cool, man. Fuck you. You're cool.
His love language is literally he tries to kill you and insults you.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
It leans into the more unhinged aspect of this character.
Absolutely.
Me and my wife have a very unique relationship.
Well, we're gonna see what your family is
we'll see.
when we roll on the tragedy meter. When we roll on the tragedy meter, that's gonna
Yeah.
We hit each other during sex.
Hey, that's nothing weird about that.
No.
Depending on the area.
Anyway, what's this person's ideals?
Ideals D100 go.
Go.
54.
54.
Actually, 54. Knowledge, the path of power and self-improvement.
54.
is glory, I must earn glory in battle for myself and my clan.
Boom.
Yep.
Incredible.
House Tarkanan.
Track.
House Tarkanan. for my clan.
When we first started, I think I mentioned this before, in like our first month, we'll call it season, when we were doing Lost Mine, all of what we were rolling for trades, flaws, and bonds were like...
Didn't make sense.
So hard.
Yeah.
And now they're all super on the nose.
Yeah.
And it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smooth.
It is smooth. All right, bonds.
Another one.
Yeah, nothing to be said there. It's just on the nose, baby. 67?
67.
7.
I would lay down my life for the people I served with. Okay.
I feel like, didn't you guys do...
No, not that specifically.
So that could be for the people I served with, other members of the house, or other members of your community.
Yeah.
The Kalashtar community.
I think this lends itself more to him originally being from Dosk, getting kicked out, and then being a part of Tarkanan, and him not wanting to screw over these people who are being targeted by.
See, I hear what you're saying. I don't know why we need to involve Dosk with him, because as a member of another criminal family, he would already have a reason to foil Dosk's plans.
That's true.
Like, and he's Kalashtar. He's not a monstrous race. Kalashtar are not monstrous. Yeah. So, I mean, you can roll with that. It's really whatever you want. What do you want to do?
Yeah, what feels right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Well, because it all depends. What we ended up deciding on is it's gonna change the timeline. So I think if we try to incorporate Dosk as if like, oh, I was with them and then I went against them, then we could say perhaps that my lycanthropy started developing then, which is why I was more monstrous. So then maybe they were like, oh, you can work for us. Then I started to get my dragon mark. That started to whisper me, tell me to go to Tarkanan, and I betrayed, I didn't like them or whatever, but I developed that sense of like, oh, I'll lay down my life for the people I served with while in time with Dosk. And then I moved over to Tarkanan because of the dragon mark.
Mm-hmm. It's whatever you feel. What do you think? Yeah.
I think as we roll more stuff, though, it's going to become a little bit more.
And I'll let you guys kind of make the final call because I think it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, the final car, it's completely up to you, my man.
I know. But I'm just saying.
This is how D&D works. We're doing a collaborative effort, but at the end of the day, this is your character that you're making.
Collaborative.
So. Yeah, so it's whatever you feel is good. Whatever you feel. Whatever feel right for you, baby.
All right.
What feels good, baby?
But now we got to see their flaws.
Okay.
You know what? I have an idea that I might want to throw your way, but after you roll for flaws. Go, flaws!
Yes, we need to know.
77.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's not stealing if I need it more than someone else.
Sick.
I mean, if you're trying to provide from your family, like sticky fingers again.
Yeah.
You just can't escape the sticky
I love
fingers.
stealing
Yeah,
things.
there you go.
Eberron.
Sticky fingers. Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It just, not necessarily leaning into a particular thing with his backstory, but, he's a criminal, so that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yep.
All right, what do we have next?
That's it.
What we got?
We got a tragedy meter, I believe.
Uh-huh. That's it. We hit down ideas, bond, flaw, tragedy. Woo-hoo. Give us that tragedy, baby.
D10, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, come on,
D10,
baby.
yeah.
7.
A 7. This, yeah, sure.
We've rarely
We've
rolled
gotten
below
7, 8,
5.
9
Yeah.
for tragedy for this set for this season.
Yeah.
Checks out. So yeah, maybe your family, most of your family died in the morning,
Yeah.
and the ones that are left, you're trying to make money.
Yeah, okay.
What's more unfortunate, having a wife who is maybe helping watch the grandkids and the parents died of those grandkids, his kids, or vice versa, helping and then grandparent died.
I think having your child die and now you're left with their offspring.
That feels like a 7?
That feels like a...
Okay.
I feel like that's a little bit... Well, I feel like that's more tragic.
Yeah.
So
your wife is dead.
yeah,
Your
I'd say
wife.
my wife is dead.
She's old. She old.
Yeah.
She already
some good
on her way out
times.
anyway.
we procreated as you do.
We beat the shit out of each other and loved it.
And maybe
Jesus
maybe she was helping raise the help raise the grandkids off in Sire.
That's right.
And then Sire got hit
Sire
during the war.
Shut it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so to help pay for that, went into Sharn to help take care of them while they were in the middle of a war. And then the morning happened, wife dying, but kids and grandkids were able to make it out safely.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's kids and grandkids.
No, I think
because it's still a 7.
I think grandkids are gone.
I love how we're debating on which of your children are dead.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
It's sad. Like I know. No, I think it tracks because I think it's more tragic if like my wife, my kids die, and then I'm left with their grandkids.
So that's.
I think if my wife dies, my kids live, their kids die, they're struggling. So now I'm trying to take like they can't like pick themselves
Also,
up.
maybe they kind of
They're like depressed. Like,
they lost it a little bit.
Yeah.
They're now heavily reliant.
they're
on
like
them.
reverting back to like kids.
Yeah. Or maybe because
That feels like a 9 or 10.
because Onka's in the
They're both
refugee
bad.
camp. Onka's in the refugee camp. So perhaps whomever is left of your family is also in the refugee camp, and you know Onka and Mal from the refugee camp.
yeah.
We got that's your lead in for not killing them.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a second, it's you guys? Fuck, I can't kill
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
We gotta get out of here right now.
Yeah.
And then it's you take them to House Tarkanan, and now they're like, wait, we know you, and now they're all connected through the
That's
refugee camp.
perfect.
and lay down your life for the people you served with.
the
Onka
refugees.
took care of your
Yeah.
family, so she's kind of as close to family as you can get. Like,
Yeah.
And Onka vouches for Mal.
Yeah.
So I have
It
to
all
by
checks out.
proxy.
Ooh, we
I
got
gotta-
it there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's great. And then now I think the only thing we really need to hammer out here is the mystical experiments. In my mind, the mystical experiments would be House Tarkanan. You developed an aberrant dragon mark. Maybe even it developed in you after the morning happened and you witnessed your family die in front of you, and then a spirit took hold of you and you started to lose it, but you knew you had to take care of your family. You got involved with House Tarkanan. They saw something in you as a Kalashtar with an aberrant dragon mark, probably the first of your kind with one. They were like, "Oh, we can enhance you. We can use what we know,
help.
and we can enhance you and make you a killer. We will pay you. We will make sure your family is safe. All you have to do is accept this curse on top of your curse that you already
And I was
have."
like, yeah, do it.
Yeah, and you're like, anything for my family.
Yeah. Perfect. I'm down with that. That sounds great.
Yeah. So incredibly family oriented, but also a psychopath.
I mean, that's a sociopath.
So, Tarkanan is giving him the Order of the Lycan.
House Tarkanan is the source of his lycanthropy.
Yeah.
I think if that sounds good to you.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because in moments of great stress, I feel like that would unlock like the spirit that inhabited you changed aberrant dragon mark, and then just boom, boom, boom. Now here you are being employed for like missions that only your twisted form could do, like going through the sewers, getting in with the shifters, like down and dirty shit, but you're taking care of your family. They're staying in a nice inn near the refugee camps. They're taken care of. And now Dask is targeting other refugees.
So that's his debt. We can tweak that debt a little bit. So he's indebted to Tarkanan because Tarkanan is the only reason that his kids are being taken care of.
Probably. Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Your family lost everything in the last war. You could get them a stake in a new farm inn or stagecoach with X amount of money. Basically, House Tarkanan is providing protection until you make enough money to leave the city. But here's the thing about a criminal organization.
Yes.
You're never going to
never
make
getting
enough
out.
money.
No.
You're never getting out. And that's something that's going to slowly become
Develop.
known to you.
Yeah.
So Onka is kind of providing most of that care, but then they're saying, "Oh, we'll help take care of them," which they aren't. It's just it's an idle threat.
They're just giving him money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's your weekly stipend to take care of your family. Here's 100 gold.
Now go do these nefarious missions.
Here's
Now go kill the shifter. Now go kill
Here's 5 gold.
the head of one of the shifter clans in the sewers. They have something we want. Don't come back until you bring it to us.
Yep.
That kind of shit.
Double agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick. I like it.
Juicy.
I like it a lot.
Juicy. And then so that hits it all. PCs discover bound elemental device in their quarters, and that could even be their quarters, maybe even near your family in the inn. And you meet Onka and Mal through the refugee camp.
Yeah.
They're all meeting in their quarters.
Maybe he just got enough money to for his kids to be like, "Here, let's have a change of scenery. I want you guys to be comfortable. Let's stay at this inn for the night.
Yeah.
And that's when Dask tries
And then
to
he
strike.
brings like, hey, Onka, you've been taking care of
Yeah,
them. Why
you
don't you
guys
stay
come.
with us, Mal?
And then Onka's like, let me bring Mal. You know, I think you and him should talk.
Yeah.
Because Mal wants to bring down like the establishment almost.
Yeah.
And so it's like the meeting of the minds. Dask strikes. They put your family in danger. You all have a reason to hate Dask. And they're trying to put together the magical weapon, which is the spell sync.
Yeah.
Which you already know about through House Tarkanan. So you have a lot of reasons to fight them. And then, so the final fight that we rolled is the heart of the High Walls refugee camp in Lower Tavik's Landing. So the final fight maybe when it's like Dask, like maybe the biggest Dask crime lord, however many levels later, they're going after your family in the refugee camp, and it's a race to see if you can save your family.
Oh God.
And then maybe if you don't, then your brain just shatters.
a war band of minotaurs like just stomping through the refugee camp.
Yeah.
Ooh, or like maybe like a couple trolls or something.
I mean, yeah,
Like a troll.
Dask employs everything, every possible monster. That could be a lot of fun.
Aim for the trolls.
Aim for the trolls. Fucking troll technology, man. Sauron's army would not have gotten nearly as far as it did without troll technology. They are indebted to the trolls.
Troll economy.
The troll economy is a real thing. Look it up.
Look it up, people.
All right. That's great. You need a name.
Yeah, that's important.
That's the last thing here.
Yeah.
And then I think after we hit the name, we've checked all the boxes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're happy with this character?
I love it.
Nice.
Love it.
That's what we're here for, baby.
So what's this? Come on now. You got a name? You got a name, Shiny Boy?
Let's see.
What feel? What do you think?
You know,
What kind of motif or what kind of
my first instinct is Jakobi.
Jakobi? Jakobi?
Just because
Silly ass boy.
I am a silly ass boy.
J-A-K-O-B-I?
Yeah, with an I for sure.
Okay.
And then
You also have to have a name for your spirit, a name for your quarry.
my quarry.
It's a warrior name. Like a
Okay.
warrior
That's
quarry.
funny. Because it's a quarry and he's a warrior spirit.
Oh,
Quarry.
Quarry.
Maximus.
Maximus?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jakobi Maximus?
No, the quarry's name is Maximus.
Yeah.
I see. We're going to
not
put that in
middle.
parentheses.
Not Minimus.
Maximus.
Yeah.
Maximus.
And then, Kalashtar named Jakobi. Cool.
Just
and then
Jakobi?
Last name.
Let me read off some suggestions for you. We got Koratash, Dalavash, Dalashara, Halakash, Khoratari, Khoratana, Lanareth, Mulavakri,
Khoratari.
Khoratari,
Jakobi Khoratari.
Khoratari.
Huh?
Khoratari.
Jakobi Khoratari.
Khoratari, which could be like Khoratari.
Yeah. That rolls off the tongue a little
Khoratari.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
Jakobi
good.
Khoratari.
It does.
I like it. What does Jakobi sound like? What does an absolutely unhinged person sound like?
Yeah.
What is this
Haunted
unhinged?
by the whispers of their warrior spirit, their lycanthropy, and their aberrant dragon mark.
Yeah.
Probably talks to themself a lot.
Oh, for sure.
My name's Jakobi Khoratari.
Yeah. Just like unhinged, basically.
Yeah, kind
That's
of
like
like
it.
little shifty.
I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I'm getting to that.
What are you talking about?
I feel like you've made a character. Yeah, that's how
That's how Azul talked.
Azul was. Yeah.
But he wasn't like as deep though.
No.
He was just like kind of talking like the Joker.
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. All right, great. I think that's it.
This is fantastic.
That was great.
This is a good cherry on top of this band of.
I'm happy I got
Criminals.
to be here. Thank
Band
you
of-
guys for having me on the PPP.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Welcome to the PPP.
Yeah, welcome. You are officially hired by the PPP.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. We'll send up your experience to the higher ups.
See where we can see
I
if we can
think
place you.
Mr. Menatius is really going to like this party.
I think so. I absolutely think so.
Yeah.
Sam likes it.
Yeah.
Sam, are you here?
Sam.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it goes off there for a minute. You know, when you don't get much food, it gets
Someone throw this guy.
Those fries look real tasty right now. I'm telling you.
This is dumb.
Yes,
That's it. Thanks for
guys.
fucking listening. We'll see you next time on the PPP, motherfucker.